If you're a YouTube content creator or just curious to know what people are saying on YouTube, then Content Creator for YouTube is for you. Especially when YouTube Studio doesn't give you the option to select or spot positive, negative, or neutral comments among thousands of comments per video. Let's start this overview with what Content Curator is, and then move on to what it's not. So, Content Curator for YouTube is a no-cost hybrid AI tool that automatically downloads and analyzes YouTube content for you and for you to keep. More specifically, it searches, curates, downloads, analyzes, charts, and translates YouTube content for you. When I say downloads YouTube content for you, I mean video statistics and comments packed with feedback, questions, opinions, requests for topics, requests for guests, and even demand signals like sponsors or product mentions if that's what you're interested in. There are a couple features I love about this app. The first one is AI ML analysis, which is an optional feature if you need to analyze comments for higher accuracy using your own ML provider credentials. If you don't have those ML credentials, that's okay. You can still use the application. Second feature is translation of comments. You can download all these comments that you want and then translate them into almost 200 languages. This might be helpful if you or someone in your team in the other side of the world wants to read the comments in a different language. What you end up getting after you run the application is a report with positive, negative, neutral comments, breakdowns, comment level details, video statistics, charts, and structured data you can use for future content planning, even just acknowledge others, which is the main reason I created this app. Also, I want to highlight that this report is downloaded to your Google Sheets. You can keep analyzing in there in Google Sheets, or you can link it to a more robust analysis and visualization platforms like Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, or some other. Let's talk about what Content Curator for YouTube does not do. Content Curator for YouTube does not charge you anything. There's no cost. There is no spam. There is no ads. Content Curator for YouTube does not download the actual videos from YouTube. Also, I want to highlight that I, the developer, cannot see what you do with it once you download it. Now that you know what Content Curator is and what it does not do, feel free to keep watching for a short demo. This is a demo for Content Curator for YouTube. Let's start with a one-time setup. Go to www.staygrateful.com/content curator for YouTube, and under section How, go to One-Time Setup to follow the steps. Step 1. Copy the Let's Start Here template. This is how. 1. Get the template by clicking here. 2. On the top menu, click on the file, make a copy, rename it to whatever you want, and make a copy. Step 2. Install the hybrid AI tool. This is how. 1. Go to Extensions, Add-ons, Get Add-ons. On top, type Content Curator for YouTube, then click on Install. 2. Follow the prompts until it's installed and you can see these two options, the tool name and the tool icon. Step 3, an optional step to save your preferred ML provider. Note, this is an optional step. The script will work without it. If you want to use your ML provider, this is how. 1. Click on the tool icon on the Google sidebar. ML Settings. Select your ML provider. Click Continue. Enter your ML settings. Click on Test, and then Save. That's it. It was easy, right? This is a short demo on how to use Content Curator for YouTube, a no-cost hybrid AI tool that automatically downloads and analyzes YouTube content for you and for you to keep. Let's get started. With the Let's Start Here sheet open, go to section 1. From there, just paste the link to any YouTube channel you want. Complete the rest of the fields and click on Start. There are a couple of things you need to know. The first time you run this application, you're going to get a warning on top. Just click Allow Access. This will allow the application to request images and the content from YouTube. After you click on the Start button, it'll take a few minutes or over an hour to finish, depending on your channel size, your selections, and YouTube availability. You'll know when it's truly finished when the progress bar reaches 100% and you see a final pop-up message. Now that the run is finished, you can focus on section number 2, Insights. Here you'll find how long the run it took and a few statistics about the channel. Then, if you scroll to the right under section 3 and 4, you're going to see 4 sections: videos, comments, users, and just curious. Each of these sections will show you tables and graphs. Under the video section, you'll see the first table with the top 5 videos with the most likes within your selections. Then the comments section will show the top 5 comments with the most likes. And under users, you'll see the top 5 users who wrote the most liked comments. Then the Just Curious section shows you a table where you can find the guest suggestions and topic suggestions. If you keep scrolling down, you're going to see a few graphs. These are great because they break down into positive, negative, and neutral comments. So both the tables and the graphs gives you an option to quickly identify who contributed the most to this channel and in what way. Let's go over a few ideas on how you can use this content. To spot the comments with the most likes, go to Comment Likes, sort Z to A, and then you'll see the comment that had the most likes. If that's a comment you want to acknowledge, you can click on the comment link to go straight to YouTube to that particular comment. Like it, not like it, reply to it. It's up to you. And you can keep doing the same thing for a few more comments if that's what you want to do. Another way to acknowledge people is by spotting the comments that got the most replies. Go to Comment Replies, sort Z to A as we did it before. Go over the comment that had the most replies, read it, and if you want to acknowledge that one, then do the same thing we did before. Click on the link and acknowledge it in YouTube. If you want to acknowledge the positive comments that got the most likes, you can go to Comment Sentiment, only select the positive sign, click OK, go to Comment Likes, and sort Z to A as we did it before. That way you see the very first one is the one that was positive and had the most likes, as you see now. Go over the comment, and if that's a comment you want to acknowledge, same thing as before. Like, don't like, reply to it, your choice. Another feature I really love about this app is that it gives you the option to translate the comments you downloaded. You can translate those comments to almost 200 languages. You only need to go back to the Let's Start Here sheet, and then under Comments Translations, you just start typing whatever language you want those comments translated into. Then you go to the Done sheet, and you'll see at the end of the sheet all the translated comments populating one at a time. You might need to wait a minute or two depending on how many comments there are in the sheet, but it'll do it. You can translate them into Russian, Hindi, Portuguese. Another feature I like about this app is that under comments description, you can filter for any keyword you want. And all the comments that has that keyword, love, in it, it'll show up without you having to go back and forth between rows. You can also type in a sponsor name, and it does the same thing. You can type in an emoji, and it'll filter all the comments that has that one emoji. And also you can port this data set to a more robust analysis and visualization platforms such as Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, and others. It was easy, right? I hope this hybrid AI solution helps you, your company, your school, or someone you know. Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm a solutions engineer who had never worked in a project like this before, and I do not regret it, even though it was very challenging for me because I'm not a programmer. But the entire experience was worth it because I wanted to create a solution that made it very easy for people to acknowledge other people, to thank other people, to hear their voice, so to speak. So I wanted to keep on going because I knew it was going to be worth it. I'm going to create a separate video to go over the challenges, the trade-offs, and the lessons learned from the technical side and the non-technical side. So stay tuned. And because this hybrid AI application is all about being grateful and acknowledging others, I want to thank the friends and the contacts all over the world who tested my application at different phases of the development. Every advice and feedback they gave me was incredibly helpful because I was not in those countries. I just couldn't test it that way, and they could. So thank you so much to each of you. I also want to thank OpenAI for creating ChatGPT, which created thousands of lines of JavaScript code that I would have never been able to write. I also want to thank a workplace advocate at Google, Chanel Greco. She answered a number of questions I had about the entire process from beginning to end, and she was there helping me every step of the way. So thank you, Chanel. And of course, I want to thank Google for creating all these applications that worked in the back end to make this application possible for you to use. I'm talking about Google Apps Script, which hosts all the code, calls the YouTube API version 3, and retrieves all these contents, all these statistics from YouTube and saves it in Google Sheets, which is what you actually see. There's also a fourth platform that you don't get to see, and that's Google Cloud. That's necessary to be able to connect all these platforms. So thank you, Google, for making it very easy for someone who's not a programmer to deliver an AI solution to the world. And thank you for using the solution to stay grateful.